Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Nessa and today I'm looking at my time at Evershine, the Kickstarter. So I'm excited to read more about this Kickstarter and see what we can find out about Evershine. Of course, few things before we start. Number one, my audio is still behaving very poorly for some reason. So if you hear any pop skips, jumps in the audio, I do apologize for that. I am working very hard to try to figure out what's going on, but I have not found a solution yet. Every time I think I find a solution, it works for a couple days and then it goes back. So I'm not sure what it's about. Second thing, I'm a little sick, so I'm sorry if my voice sounds congested, nasally, all that stuff. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into this. So this Kickstarter just started today, September 24th, and as you can see, it has blown its pledge right out of the water. The pledge goal was $200,000. Right now it's sitting at $746,000, dollars pledge. So I'm very, very excited to see that doing so well just on the first day. So with that, let's go ahead and see what we can find. Here is some text. It says story. A huge thank you to each and every one of you. We've reached the goal of $200,000 in just 35 minutes. Wow, that is amazing. Unlocked $500,000 in just 3 hours. Thank you all. You're the best. That's really great. I'm glad that people just jumped on this for them. Makes them feel better probably knowing that they have so many supporters. So let's look at their stretch goals. What do we have here? Stretch goals. So after 200K, everyone in-game will get a backer t-shirt. So this is what it looks like, a little foot that says started on it. That's very cute. After 250K, flirting feature unlocks flirting to build emotional connections with NPCs faster. No need to wait for story progression. Wow, that's super cool too, actually, because it tells me a couple things just with that one sentence alone. It tells me that a lot of the romanceable characters are not going to be locked by story right now, in terms of building their emotional connection. And it tells me that there's going to be new features having to do with the romanceable characters. So I'm very excited for that. So next one is the bathtub feature. And so this is at 300K, adds a bathtub where your character and NPCs can soak, recharge, and gain buffs. So for this one, I think it's really interesting too that the NPCs can also use this item. And from how it's written, can they also gain buffs? Because that's really cool. I wonder how that's going to affect your followers when you're like taking them out to go fight or something. And then 400K player voted interaction. Introduce a new romance interaction for the core romanceable characters. Players can design and vote on their favorite ideas, and the winning option goes into the game. So this is super cool. I love when games like involve their community, and as you can see, there's already going to be like a competition for this new romance interaction. Here you can see that the player characters, here's the guy and here's the girl. She's hugging the military commander guy that puts his hat on in the trailer, and he's kissing one of the, who I'm assuming is the Bachelorette on the concept art up here. I think it's her. She looks very cool and mysterious, and I don't know if she appeared in the trailer because I don't think this guy appeared either, or that one. So I'm assuming we'll learn more about who she is later. So that's 400. So at 500K, vote on Portia's Sandrock character visit. So backers vote to bring a Portia or Sandrock character to Evershine with their own storyline. The story will be available to all Evershine players. So again, I love how like in Sandrock we've been able to see Mint, and we recently saw Albert. So I'm wondering and very curious to see which characters will make it to Evershine. I'm wondering if Evershine happens like right during the time of Sandrock or Portia, but maybe as we read more we'll figure that out, because that also I think would influence who I would personally vote for to bring to this military area. Of course, I would love to see Arlo again, so if he doesn't show up in Sandrock, I would like if he shows up in Evershine. And then, so for 600K, new swimming features for players. Explore rivers by swimming and enjoying the scenic water-based biomes. So this is super cool too, because this is a new mechanic that I guess they're going to add to the game. And I'm not sure if you can like dive and see what's underwater or if you can only swim on top of the water. But either way, I think that's super cool. And then 700k hot spring playdate. Soak in the hot springs alongside romanceable NPCs for a serene and intimate experience. So now not only can NPCs take baths, they can take hot spring baths. So I'm very excited to have those hot spring dates for sure. And then these are the ones that are yet to be unlocked, because I think we're not close to, or we're almost to 800k right now, but not there yet. So at 800k, there's going to be a new special pet. To add a brand new pet, players can submit their design and will select the final appearance to be featured in the game. So this is another community kind of choice item, which is really cool. I want to see what the different pets would look like, because Sandrock pets, very cute, but there's also like, what, 3 cats, a dog, and a meerkat. So I want to see what else is out there. And then 900k is the pajama set. So to add pajamas for the core romance characters, letting you experience a cozier, more intimate vibe during nighttime home interactions. So I only have one question for this, and that is, are the pajamas matching? Because if they are, then that is so cozy. I'm all for it. And then at 1 million, 10 new photo poses. So backers' design will vote on 10 new poses for photos with the core romanceable NPCs. These poses will be available to all Evershine players. So I'm really glad that, we're getting new photo poses if we hit 1 mil, because I know that people also like to take pictures, and based on how Evershine looks so far, it's really beautiful, so I can only imagine wanting to take more pictures and having more poses to manipulate, your romanceable NPCs and yourself with. So that is pretty much what it is for the stretch goals. They've blown it out of the water so far, so I can't imagine not meeting 1 mil in 29 days, but we'll see. Okay, so let's move down. Here's a little wish list on Steam banner. Introductions. Hello fans of the My Time series and newcomers alike. Welcome back once again to the Alliance of the Free Cities, set 300 years after the Day of Calamity. Our fans and Kickstarter have been such a blessing for us, allowing us to get early funding and important feedback that we thought, why the heck not, let's do it again. We really grew as a team from Portia to Sandrock, so we're expecting to see the same qualitative jump going forward. We hope you come along for the ride. And then here's a picture, like a little 360 view of what Evershine looks like. Really love how they incorporated some of the mesas that Sandrock has, and look how green everything is. Those trees look so fluffy, and those flowers look so, like, I don't know, just very peaceful and calm looking. So I'm very, very, very excited about the look. So 3 years have passed since the end of the Sandrock storyline. Oh, okay, 3 years. So very, very curious to see who's gonna actually come over from Portia and Sandrock, because they're gonna wear different outfits and stuff. It's been 3 years, so I'm very much looking forward to kind of trying to figure out who would look the best in 3 years. So the Duos Empire has taken over the Orzu ruins, which Ethia also claims as their own, leading to a tense situation just north of the Alliance border in the northern Eufaula region. To counter this, the Alliance initiated the North Development Plan to move more settlers into the region in hopes of establishing a new city-state for better defensive posture. It's calling on anyone interested in new opportunities to move to the region. So recently on my Let's Play in Sandrock, Musa's visiting the town, and he was talking about this North Development Plan, actually. So it's super cool to see that, like Musa was like, hey, we want to move more settlers to this region, so that we're close to the border between Ethia and, I don't know if we're near Duos, but basically they wanted to get more people to settle there, and lo and behold, this game is set in one of these settlements. So I was right on the dot in terms of, where we're going next. So I'm very excited that, they kind of created that strand and they've been working on it since. So here are the settlers. After 2 games now, we know exactly what type of characters our player base are interested in. So below are the core romanceable with long storylines. Ooh. So there's this mysterious Victor who's just a shadow right now. It seems like he has long hair based on how this portrait shadow looks like, and maybe a cape, maybe. And then there's, okay, so the military commander guy's name is Avery. So he looks very decorated, very straight shooter. And then Ragnar's the one we saw climbing the cliffs. Very cool. He looks like an explorer. And then there's Tia. So she looks very elegant, very pretty. I really actually love her design out of the settlers so far. And then there's Freya, who I thought was us sitting inside the room in the trailer looking out, but I guess she's a romanceable NPC. Very cool. It looks like she does a lot of farming or gardening work, so maybe she's one of those that come here to, you know, like plant stuff. And I don't know if she might be super religious, because from what I've seen in Sandrock, all the people who really like to plant stuff are religious, so we'll see. And then Panna, so I guess she's the one that we haven't seen in the trailer yet. Same with Tia and Victor, but she looks really cool still. She looks like a ranger to me, or a hunter of some sorts. She kind of looks like a Robin Hood figure too, with her little like raccoon mask on. And then it says Kickstarter backer vote. 2 more core romanceables. Ooh, okay, so there's going to be 2 more. The characters below are the candidates available for voting. 1 bachelor and 1 bachelorette, and we'll share additional voting methods on September 25th. Ooh, look at all these options. So there's Luca, who vaguely reminds me of a female Gust. I think it's just the stare, the eyes, and you know, the blondness of the hair. And then there's Garnett, Inez, Hua, who vaguely reminds me of Mion, Berica, and Madeline. So based on how Berica and Madeline address, I feel like they're more like science-y or like medical professional people based on how they're dressed in the white. Garnett looks like she owns a workshop. Like she has those overalls on, so maybe she's our resident builder. And then Inez looks like she is a professional woman who's going to go to her 9 to 5. And then Hua, I'm not really 100% sure what she looks like, but based on the stars and stuff, it seems like she's in the military. So who knows? And then for the bachelors, we have Kang here, who really reminds me of like a postal worker based on just the hat and, you know, like the blue dress that he has on. Not dress, but like jacket. He's dressed in blue. And then Shin, who very much reminds me of Dr. Fang, actually. I think because of how the hair is situated and how he's wearing the greens and stuff. And this little pendant here also looks like a crow to me. I could be wrong. You can tell me if it looks like something else to you, but looks like some sort of bird to me. And then there's Stev here, who looks like he is in the military, but not really. He's not dressed like in a uniform, but he has that buzz cut. But maybe that's just me thinking that people with buzz cut usually are in the military. And then, so there's Rudy here. He's the one that looks like he's a professor. Atticus looks like he's like an explorer or an archaeologist. And then Waylon, he looks like he might have something to do with plants because he has like a flower in his hair. But I'm not like 100% sure. He could be an engineer for all I know, because I know Mint also has like a vest like this. So maybe he's also an engineer of some sorts. I don't know. So here are the other characters. There's Violet and Rhett, who are also part of, I guess, the military whatever guards. There's Gaudi, I don't know, Devet, Charon, the cutest dog on this page, Idaho, Pep, and Tess. I think they're a family unit related. They have the same eyes and the curls for sure. And then Lily looks like an explorer or an archaeologist. And then Jasper here, he looks like he lives in the wild. This guy doesn't look like he's wearing a shirt at all. So I think he's just out in the wilderness doing his thing, to be honest. And then there's a picture of these guys who, if I had to guess, they look like they're the baddies in some way. I don't want to stereotype. They could be very nice, but you know, look at the central figure with the eyes. He looks like he's part of a bad gang, okay? So now we move on to our vision. So with my time at Sandrock, we were able to complete our vision of a satisfying story with many memorable characters underpinned by a tighter gameplay loop. We were also able to deliver on the console versions, staying at a consistent quality, albeit being a little behind the PC version on the delivery date. But there were things we didn't do as well. We didn't feel like we completely delivered on the multiplayer aspect. We had to downsize the scope due to budget constraints. We made the game a bit too long, so the ending dragged for some players. The house building and factory aspects were not too user-friendly. Some romanceable characters received much less attention than others, and so forth and so on. We're gonna correct these. So this is really cool to see them acknowledging some of the things that happened in Sandrock. Like, I know there was a multiplayer version in Sandrock, but I've never touched it. I've never heard anybody talk about it either. So I wasn't really sure, like, it was very fleshed out or such. But again, I couldn't really judge it because I never played it. And then, like, for the game being a bit too long, I'm so many hours in at this point, like over 70, and I'm still going. The story is still going. So I can definitely see how the game can be a little long for some people. Me personally, I love that it's still going, so I have nothing against that. I hope that it keeps going, to be honest. And then, you know, like the romanceable characters not receiving as much attention as others. This is true because, you know, some of them are gated by the story, and some of them are just not as fleshed out as others. So I really hope that, you know, now that they're acknowledging that they're gonna put more time and effort into the romanceable characters that we've seen so far. It really looks like their scope of romanceable characters has lessened quite a bit. I think there's only a few. And here is that shot from the trailer. So here's a list of goals they have. So we want to make the story tighter, but still retain the same standard as Sandrock. Very good. We will have a lower number of core romanceable characters, but make sure all of their stories and behaviors are satisfying. Perfect. We'll make sure the house building UX is easy to learn. Very cool. Multiplayer story co-op will be there on day one with up to 4 players. Wow, that's really cool too, actually, because you can play the story with your friends. Wow. We are making the art direction a bit more mature and the world a bit more detailed. Yes, we definitely see that. We're aiming for mod support so you can write your own stories. I mean, this is awesome for longevity of a game where, you know, once the story's over and, you know, you're not doing much in the game anymore, to have mod support is just so important. Like, so many people can do whatever they want with the mods, and I think that it's super cool that they're thinking about doing that. And then we want you to leave the game feeling like you've accomplished something great together with your people in your town. Aww. The sense of camaraderie is definitely what I look for when I play these games, so I'm glad that they want to make more of that sense. So our ultimate goal is to make the My Time series a must-play series in the cozy simulation RPG space. Yes, I agree with that, totally. So then down here in the gameplay, in this new title, you'll be playing as the governor of the Evershine settlement, recruited into the North Development Plan by the project's director, Mr. Gotti. Your job will be to build up the infrastructure, either by prefabs or DIY, recruit settlers, tame the wilds, and build up your settlement into a town, and along with the Northern Rangers, defend it. Along the way, you can find friendship, adventure, responsibility, and maybe even romance. So that is also super good information. So here, like I thought, we're going to be the mayor of this settlement. So I guess Settlement 2 is officially the Evershine settlement. And Mr. Gotti is the director, so I wonder if he's going to be in town just walking around. I guess he's like my boss, maybe? I don't know. And then there's going to be prefabs and DIY buildings. So that means, from what I'm thinking when I read this, is that you're going to be able to have a lot of different settlement builds, because if everybody's making their own settlements to how they want it to look, we're going to have so many unique settlements. Wow, I'm really excited for this part, if that's what I'm envisioning. And then the Northern Rangers. So I guess these folks in the green and the tan color are called the Northern Rangers. Okay, cool. So the basic gameplay loop can be described as the player needing to build up their own settlement and recruit more and better NPCs to make more and better products more efficiently. In turn, the output and the level of the settlement will allow the player to tame territories in the surrounding areas. The territories will provide more and better resources and NPCs for the settlement, thus allowing the cycle to continue until no more territories are available in-game. So, this is really interesting because you're no longer a builder, you're actually the governor, and your workshop, quote unquote, is the settlement. So, like, your whole gameplay loop is building up this settlement. Wow, this sounds so fun already. I can already see it. Like, if you look at this photo, I guess Freya here, she's carrying some apples, and then, I don't know, this random NPC guy is tasked with building something, and I guess that's another random NPC or the player, and he's just touching this building, so that's cool. I like that. As in portions, Sandrock, holding the gameplay loop together and pushing it forward will be the main storyline, which we can't talk about too much right now, other to say it's a bit more adventurous than before, and there's a clear-cut antagonist. Will there be more twists and turns in the story? Possibly. All right, keep your secrets. I'm so excited for this story, though. I mean, I think they always deliver with, like, the cinematics and the voice acting and things like that. So that always elevates the story a little bit more, in my opinion. So here's the world. So the Evershine area sits below a giant cuesta with cliffs made of old world buildings just on the northern edge of the Eufaula Desert. It gets its namesake from the giant mutated tree sitting atop of its ridge, which is always blossoming for undiscovered reasons. Ooh, very cool setting. The area was populated until the Alliance and Duvos fought a battle here some 30 years before. Ever since then, it's been abandoned until now. Many of the surrounding areas are still wild territory, populated by dangerous animals and bandits. We even hear rumors of the notorious sky shark pirates roaming about, so beware of the danger. Okay, so here's a map of the settlement. So settlement 2, that's where the Evershine settlement is, right here, nestled in between two rivers. So we're near the border to Ethia, and then Duvos is pretty close too, actually. So, and then here's Atara. Very cool. Alliance of the Free Cities. I love their map. It's just so cute. And then, oh, okay, here are the Sky Sharks. I thought the other bandits that we saw before might have been the Sky Sharks, but I guess I don't know. I don't know. Are they pirates? I don't know if they're pirates. But this is all, like, blue, and then, like, the other bandits. Let me see. Yeah, these guys are all red. So it's giving me like Ruby and Sapphire Pokemon vibes with Team Magma and Team Aqua. Even though these guys still look like pirates and stuff, they have like the flames and their leader's mysterious. And then down here we have like the Sky Sharks, where they look cool and misty and their leader's mysterious too. Wait, actually, is the silhouette for the leaders the same? Hold up. No, okay. I thought I was onto something, but no, they're not the same. Okay, moving on. So, features, says story. The My Time Games always puts a strong emphasis on its lore and story, and this new title will be no different. It continues the tale of the struggle between the Alliance of Free Cities and Duvos after the events of My Time at Sandrock. There will be new villains and heroes, threats from faraway empires, and even some mysteries from the past. Oh yes, look at this. Exploring with a lantern. Is this a new item? Oh, and then these are the pirate people, the bandits that we just saw, the Team Magma, as I said. So this must be early in the game, because usually when they show gameplay footage in like a Kickstarter or something, it's pretty early because they don't want to ruin anything. So it seems like we'll meet these guys relatively soon. And then here's the playable character with a great sword. And here's Frey over here with a little gun. Okay, that's cute. He's just straight up chucking a bomb barrel. And he's wearing flip-flops. Very cute. Relationships. We want you to connect with the characters and care about your settlers. When there's adversity in the game, and there will be, you'll feel like you're facing it together with your people. Aw, great. Oh, here's Ragnar and the playable characters. So it looks like they're maintaining the same icons and stuff. It just looks a little bit more like minimalistic, you know, kind of flat, yeah. So the icons are a little bit flatter in this one. Ooh. Oh, I got distracted, okay. Our motto for this game is no matter where you're from, let's make a new home together. On top of that, we're going to do our very best to provide an even deeper experience for the core romance characters than Sandrock. Oh, deeper experience. Nice. I mean, Sandrock, I'm already enjoying like all the stories of the romanceable NPCs so far. So if, you know, look at this, just wow, this is pretty intimate right here. And I'm like getting distracted by how cool this settlement looks too. Like, yeah, this is like awesome. But look at this fountain and like these hedges that look like something. And look at all the flower variation. Oh my goodness, like this picture is just a visual feast. Like this is a feast and this is a feast as well. And then so multiplayer co-op. Evershine is designed from the ground up to be able to handle multiplayer, aka there will be story co-op, up to 4 players. So that is super cool. You see like the male playable character here and the female one hanging out with Tia and Rudy, I think his name was. And then there's these, look at this, look, there's the wheat fields and a little river bank and some windmills. Oh, so beautiful, so beautiful. Okay, so being the governor, the 2 previous games allowed you to customize your workshop and be the best builder. In Evershine, you get complete control over your town as the governor. Decide who you want to recruit, what type of buildings and machines you want to build, who to man them, etc. Heck, you can even be corrupt and put all your favorite people at the most important positions. Yay, corruption! Up to you, Gov, who's to judge, but remember to feed your people or they'll have a thing or 3 to say. Of course. Is this the town forum? That's cool. I get a little platform with stairs. And then it looks like in this, in the crowd, there's both the romanceable characters and then just random people as well. So, very excited that you can choose who lives in your settlement. I love Animal Crossing New Leaf and being mayor and dictating where things go and such. So, to have that ability to just build a settlement from the ground up in this next game, I'm just so excited. I'm very excited. Okay. Followers. You can set up to 3 settlers as your followers. They will follow you around and do as you tell them, be it fighting, guarding, building, or even collecting. Beware not to openly romance your followers, though. There might be problems. But why? Is it because you're their boss and you're telling them to work with you and romancing your subordinates is bad? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We'll have to see more about like why this is bad first. Okay, so DIY buildings. As we know, most of our fan base just want to put down a pretty house and be done with it. We provide an assortment of different prefab designs in the building mode. But for more adventurous builders, well, you can build your own piece by piece. Everyone's settlement will be different. Oh, everyone's settlement will be different. Wow. I mean, like, okay, I don't want to, like, get too excited for the game, obviously, because the hype train might run off the rails and, you know, like off a cliff or something. But I'm really excited if you're just able to customize your settlement as you see fit and everyone's is gonna look different. Like, that is just amazing to me. I just love like this. If this feature is like super good in game, like it runs smoothly, it's easy to use, then I can see a lot of people putting many hours in this game. Okay, taming territories. An important aspect of the gameplay is to tame more lands around the settlement. To complete such a task, you'll need to complete some tasks at hand. It might be to defeat some bandit goons or rescue some cute animals, but once a land is tamed, extra benefits will appear. Aww. I don't know what that means, but we'll see. Oh, here's some of the animals. So these guys kind of remind me of the Gigglers a little bit. They're cute. I love his little chubby, you know, belly. And then here are beavers. He looks like he works in an office, and he looks like a corrupt mayor. And then this fish, okay. This hermit crab. This thing, I don't know what it is. It's like a bunny kind of hybrid. It's kind of cute. And then this thing is gonna be the fuel to my nightmares because it is not cute at all. It's like a porcupine pig. No. Fully voiced. The main storyline will be fully voiced as well as all the core romances and friendship stories. The voice lines really help bring the story and characters of My Time at Sandrock and Portia to life. So we're going to continue that here. Excellent. I love that. New art style. We're going for a more realistic proportion cartoon style for this game, adding in way more details to the character and environment models. We're aiming to have the highest quality assets in this genre. And you know what? It looks beautiful. Look at this. Look at Ragnar just pick up Charon? I think Charon's the sheepdog's name, but it's so cute. And look at this foliage. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Oh, look. This model, I think, was created in Sandrock, because you can kind of see Sandrock in the distance right here, and a sandberry plant. But look how different that is. Wow. Like, the proportions are way better. Yeah, definitely. I can see it. I definitely, this Avery looks definitely 10-10. This Avery is like, like, if this was Avery, this is like, what, Wish Avery, This is Avery we have at home. Oh, they have some reviews here. Game Radar. All in all, I'm thoroughly impressed with my time at Evershine so far. And VG24/7. Judging by a hands-off look at the game, my time at Evershine is already expanding on its predecessor in many positive ways. Beautiful. And then their schedule. Our current schedule calls for the full release of My Time at Evershine in the spring of 2026 on PC, with console versions shortly after. We have not decided on if we want to do an early access release at this time. I think that's for the best, even if they don't do an early access, I'd rather just get the game at launch and play then. Because for me, I'm so weak-willed. If I get an early access, like, cozy game, I'm gonna play it. And, like, it doesn't always represent what the full release would look like, because you're still adding new features and stuff like that. So if they can just start with the full game, I would be so happy, so thrilled. But I'm very glad that they gave us kind of like a time frame on when they want to get this release, because that will give me a little bit more than a year to finish up Sandrock, and then, like maybe a bit more time to miss the world until this game comes out. So even if they don't hit the deadline though, I think that's fine. I'm all for giving, companies more time to do their thing to make sure that they release the best game that they can. But at least I have, like, kind of, like a ballpark in terms of when I should expect it. And then here are the rewards. Note, console Kickstarter Rewards in-game DLC are bundled into a few exclusive packages, available only for the 100, 500, and above tiers. And then console code regions for Kickstarter's rewards are available for North America, Europe, and Japan. So let's look at the Kickstarter rewards. So $20 gets you a Steam key, 5 backer wallpapers, and a special heartfelt thank from the devs. $25 gives you a Steam key for Steam or console, I believe, because it didn't specify, the wallpapers and the thanks. $35 also includes the alpha game access, Steam only. $45 includes name and credits, Discord exclusive titles, and the OST on Steam. $65 includes a digital art book on Steam and in-game wings accessory. So this is the wings accessory. That looks really cool, actually. I really like how that looks. And then $100, this in-game outfit and hat set, a weapon, town decoration component, and in-game chat emojis. Interesting. $150 in-game pet, which I think is this pet right here. Accessory combo backer t-shirt. Ooh, in real life t-shirt. And a mouse pad. Very cool. $250 in-game wedding dress. Ooh, wedding dress. I can't resist a good wedding dress. And this wedding dress looks so good. A signed physical art book and a plush pet keychain. Ooh. Oh man, I want to see the bottom of this wedding dress. $350, so picture perfect, no text, not sure what that means. A premium in-game town decoration set, and a backer voted character figurine. Okay, interesting. Let me see on this side if it also says picture perfect, no text. Let me see. Looking at the details. Oh! Oh no. This is $3.50. So, what is new? Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Oh, it also says picture perfect, no text. Okay. Alright, I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Let's scroll down again. Ooh, we read a lot already. Nice. Okay. And then $500, so you get a plush hopper tail. So I'm guessing the hopper tail, if I had to make a guess, this looks most like a hopper tail, so maybe you'll get a plush doll of that. A fabric game map, in-game formal attire, which I think is this, and then horse cosmetics. I wonder what that looks like. $1,000 will get you some physical metal badges, custom in-game cloaks, and a Discord Super VIP title, in addition to all the previous rewards, of course. So, metal. Ooh, okay, so this is the Sky Sharks, and then this is a fireball like tiger. So, Fire Cats or something? I don't know. That's the bandits that are Team Magma. But yeah, and this I think is the Northern Ranger badge. And then $2,500 will give you the Studio Online Open Day, custom NPC dialogues, and an Avery figurine. Ooh. And then $5,000 will give you custom in-game book design, custom in-game high-end outfit, exclusive physical custom photo artist drawn. Wow. And then if you have $10,000 to support this game, you get a day with the dev, and you can become a recruitable NPC. Has anybody downloaded, or has anyone donated $10,000 yet? I'm curious. No, not yet. Okay, but you can only, there's only 2. Wow. How about the $5,000? Ooh, 3 people have already spent $5,000 on this game. Wow. That's cool. They must really love Sandrock and, or my time in general. That's very cool. And then, oh, look, if you all gone. So the $20 kits are all gone now. Wow, that, I mean, that makes sense. If you can get this game for $20, that's pretty good. Oh, here's the reward highlight. Oh, the wedding dress does look very nice. Look at that veil hat. I'm so in love with the veil hat. It's so cute. But okay, to be honest, look at the guy's outfit. Like, so I'm married, right? So if my husband showed up to our wedding wearing this vest only without like a collared shirt or something, I'd be like, are we getting married in Vegas? I mean, everything else looks cool. He's very decked out, very opulent, right? I love the cloak here. Very, very cool. But the chest, really, at your wedding, where your parents and grandparents are going to be, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Not my style. Here, like, very cool too. I'm not a fan of the corset on the guy though. I wish he had like an actual jacket. I think that would look really nice. I love the girl's outfit where her like kind of, I don't know, I guess it's like a cape, but like for the bottom part, it buckles at her waist. So that looks pretty cool. I love that design, and I love her like shoe or stockings right here. Oh, and then here's the horse cosmetics. I guess you get like, you know, like horse armor and whatnot. And then here is the casual outfit that we saw. If you back it for like $100. Oh yes, okay, so here's the plush cottontail. Here's the CD key, the Steam OST. I guess this is the decoration you get. You get this clock tower. Here, I'm not sure what this is. Here's the Kickstarter shirt in game. The photo, the badges. I think this is the weapon that you get. Here's the combo accessory kit. Not sure what this is. Here's the plush keychain. Oh, it's Charon. Cute. And then the Avery figurine. Very, very cool. Okay. And then, so why Kickstarter again? So my time at Sandrock cost a lot, like $12 million a lot, and still counting. We expect Evershine's budget to be somewhere in the ballpark as well. Any extra funding is always appreciated, especially since we're trying to upgrade our entire art pipeline. Having extra funding at this early stage of development also allows us to plan for bigger and better things, or just to have enough in reserve to fix things when they go sideways. Outside of funding needs, any early support and good numbers from a Kickstarter can actually help us get better marketing resources from different publishers, media, and platform holders. Another reason that we've always valued player feedback from the Kickstarter players that try our game first. It's been working for us, so why fix it? That's cool. I mean, wow, Sandrock costs $12 million. That is a ton of money to my uneducated, non-video game developer brain. So I could only imagine, you know, they say that Evershine's budget is going to be around the same ballpark, but I'm expecting it to be a little more. But I guess because they're also using assets from my time at Sandrock and they already have a lot of like their systems developed and stuff, maybe it wouldn't be, you know, as much as I think it will be. Maybe it will be around this much. So Pathia Games is a game studio based in China. The veteran team behind My Time at Portia and My Time at Sandrock is also in charge of making Evershine come to life. And you hear their socials you can follow. They talk about risk and challenges. So we've been developing My Time at Evershine for about a year now because we're more efficient and we're using some of the same mechanics as Sandrock. We're about 30% complete with many of the main systems in working condition. We really don't see much in terms of challenges this time, fingers crossed. We welcome you to join our settlement now and see if it grows together. Very cool. And then the environmentally friendly factories. We're crowdfunding a video game project, so this is environmentally friendly because it primarily relies on digital distribution. So that is everything. Wow, like super cool what the amount of details that they've put in so far. I found so many cool things, and you know, after reading this, it has made me even more excited to play the game. Not gonna lie, I really want to try my hand at settlement building. Like, I'm not the best DIY person when it comes to, you know, like building stuff in games, but I love to try, you know, and I love to see other people's projects, to see what they can build in the short amount of time that they have and blow my, you know, like poor little settlement out of the water. But I love it anyways because some people have so much passion for those things. So there it is. What do you think about it? Are there any romanceable characters that, you know, like stood out to you? For me, it was Tia. I'm super on Team Tia because her design is just wonderful for me, so I had to go see if her personality and story and all that is great too. And usually I go for the guys in these games, you know, like I'll go and date everybody, but I usually settle down with like a guy, but who knows, we'll see what happens in this game. So with that, I hope that you had a good time, and I hope I will see you next time. If there's more My Time at Evershine news, then I will try to cover it until it gets released, and then hopefully we can play it. See you. Bye.